Ebusianfo, there is a sad story. Emma Ghana. It is putting us in a bad light. Na yese UK kunafuo aba Ghana. Na wababewu ewo Ghana ha sei. Na di ntia na waba Ghana na obaba be chesi ne sika. Na £1 million atrese enkrofo bi ede Ghana din ewia free ne ho. Ena ma wababewu ewo Ghana ha. Yen konsem ni mu because me won sem bebreka efasa story we eso. And your first time or have Mr. subscribing and click the notification bell on this. We are the latest news be about one sa ebeka. Me person like a video where I have other stories for you. You get to see them. Or say a 69-year-old UK widow, Janet Fordham, died in a car crash in Ghana after losing up to £1 million to a series of romance scams that drained her savings and cost her home. An inquest has held. To oba Ghana wo bedi ade na chi no eno nya accident. According to a report by Sky News published by April 22nd, 2026, the Devon Coroner's Court was told that Fordham had been targeted by multiple online fraudsters over a 5-year period. The scams left her financially devastated, forcing her to sell her home and exhaust her life savings. Or 69 or pension. Into a pension seeker. Or Tony or say at the time she traveled to Ghana, the retired housekeeper was living in a caravan at her son Martin's home in Honiton, Devon, along with his wife, Melanie Fordham. Fordham's ordeal began in 2017 when she joined online dating platforms and connected with a man who claimed to be a British Army Sergeant Major stationed in Syria. In 2017, and I we see it. Na abrofo no opeobi eni ne date a ade obedi kan aye ene se obekọ ebia dating platform so ekoko hia ye ho ne ye hwe na se ye nigi ye ho a na yakọ eye date. It's your core dating platform no so no ko hu obi a o se ni pa ko ne ye Army Sergeant a wo Syria. He allegedly convinced her to send money under the pretext of helping him transport gold bars to the UK. And this is very typical. I mean, if you know how some of the Ghanaian scammers formulas ni bia wo mo use wa very typical. Obaya ne ho say o dealing gold and the fasikabra ni enfa gold ni mbra. Nti obroni na wo no nso ni bekwa akobre say hey gold no be so de no bekwa akoshem at the end of the day na so ayeshi. Now say he allegedly convinced her to send money under the pretext of helping him transport gold bars to the UK, believing they were in a genuine relationship. Fordham told her family they planned to settle down together upon his return. Her daughter-in-law, Melanie Fordham, said she had warned her not to send money. I told her categorically not to send him any. Janet had been sending money to him, but we didn't find out about this until years later. I believe she gave him around £150,000, Melanie said. Despite this experience, Fordham was later defrauded again by someone posing as a diplomat, particularly after her UK bank accounts were frozen. Her family said they remain unsure how she became involved in multiple scams over time. Now, obi biara wo nim sa especially scammers no send your more pretty ewa Ghana say how inti baku ekoko di Nisika asome o mekanise we otua wan hwe ya obeto na mo bi fufuro na ni ba fufuro no nso ni ba kono use format e di amano inti ye di ni 150,000 pounds no eno obi fufuro sanso ba maame ne lie a obetre ne se oye diplomat ono nso di ni sika. Melanie explained that Janet Fordham used several channels to transfer money, including bank transactions, post office wire services, and possibly even a travel agent. Eventually, both banks and the post office blocked her from making further transfers after identifying signs of fraud. Not to say, any banks, any post office, bibia wodi sikane kon ene stopping an anka oguso aseni sikano. The situation escalated when another man, identified as Kofi, contacted Fordham, claiming to be a doctor in Ghana who worked part-time at a phone repair shop. Inti third person, inti first person yino, second person yino, third person so about hey we obekomu no na ye nipa kona wo yi ne the first time no noa no wo ye ne ho nkrofo foforo yi no saa na ade ne te. Nipa kona wo je ne 150 in the name of oyesoja ni osanso ba e ba be ka se o me ye diplomat no obekom no na ye ono a inti third person o si obi foforo ba o si ye friend Kofi o si ye phone repairer e wo Ghana. O si he told her he had discovered a phone containing her previous conversations with scammers and offered to help her recover the lost funds. Ti Kofi no ebe ka tre ne se o me hu phone conversations nkrofo wi aw metumi aboa. Melanie said Kofi's claims drew her mother-in-law deeper into the situation. Police had earlier tried to intervene. Detective Sergeant Ben Smith told the Inquest that officers had spoken to Fordham in 2017, 2020 and 2022, urging her to cut off contact with the fraudsters and stop sending money. However, she continued acting on her own decisions. Police force say omone ne kasae ne ba eyere ese wone ne kasae wentie. Police force say omone ne kasae 2017, 2020, 2022 say ye di usika ne jai maame ni wentie na so however, she continued acting on her own decisions. Even after warnings, Fordham reportedly kept transferring money abroad using Bitcoin and ATM withdrawals, prompting further concern from her family. Afe, ye man in fa bank, ye man in yusu post office biom. This is here, omo trend send you be yusu ATM any Bitcoin. Enti no mo te Ghana ha e dinisika. Reflecting on the situation, Melanie said whether she was in so deep that she couldn't accept it was all gone, she had to keep piling money in the hope of getting something back. Whether she genuinely believed what she was being told, we will never know. In addition to losing her savings and property, Fordham borrowed around £140,000 from relatives, fell behind on loans and credit card payments, and withdrew the maximum daily limit from her pension. Kuyi ne pension sika ekobo obosia efiri nkrofo ho chese maame no nkrofo edi ni sika o nkrofo edi ni sika obi de Ghana obi ti Ghana hapana we bu maame ne kwase edi ni sika. Also in October 2022 she traveled to Ghana to meet Kofi, with whom she had developed a romantic relationship. With Kofi na osi obebo ano no afi Kofi na ba be se ne pe 69-year-old ama maame no apene so ama maame na ba Ghana se wo ba be sra Kofi ene maame nso de. Despite effort by her family to stop her, she remained determined. Maame utumi say oyobi a yenka na asem because ya kan no ntie. I say, Melanie said, as a family, we tried everything to stop her, but she was adamant. I spoke to her doctor, sought legal advice, but because she was of sound mind, a bit brainwashed, she was deemed to have capacity and there was nothing we could do. While in Ghana, Fordham and Kofi were traveling from Accra to Oti region to seek family approval for marriage when their vehicle veered off the road and crashed. It's your Ghana babetu Kofi. Obetu Kofi no, omusi omuko Oti region. Say Kofi no, we share mami a we 69 years abrewa. A Kofi no, epeso wari no nti o de no ko Oti region akwa ko hu na ebusuafo. Omoko na no munya accident wo kwan so. Yen hwe de see here. She sustained fatal injuries in the accident. Detective Sergeant Smith told the inquest there was no third-party involvement in the crash. Kofi later admitted to driving-related offenses and received a suspended prison sentence along with a fine. Kofi ni de wenwu. You see, accident no. Accident no. Car bi eni ho e ba be pay momo. Kofi ni drive ya na ne car no e free kwan ne so na amokokonya accident ba Kofi ni wenwu. Delivering his conclusion, Senior Coroner Philip Spiney said, I conclude that Janet Fordham died as a consequence of a head injury that was probably sustained in a road traffic collision. Inti mamini ewuye. Kofi. Which kind of announce semni? Announce story beni. Announce sem. Jawaj. Hey! Ejuma pan ye di mamini say. Na wei Sam George eba beye ni ye bechi nkrofo se ya obenya Ghana fo ene Sam George nya se we hu wickedness we hu ade aye obi abrewa 69 years asha mani pakuna ba bedu Ghana ne ye se yenko ye krase ye kware 69 years o ye kware ye kwa ya seka na nya accident mami na ewu nipaku na otwika na wenwu. What a story, and it is sad, you know. Ebusianfo book na that screen is on your friend the Ghanaian investor. Now this book is the most practical guide a ebetrel senior obe investi e Ghana ha. So we call Amazon now search for book ebetrel senior obe to me investi e Ghana. Book we and address ebetwinity say the leading book. Now book we betrel how to set up an emergency fund. A lot of people don't know, but so to me setting up emergency fund that should be oba benya emergency be say waka say and I say any emergency situation be a wo hia sika biana, the emergency fund will come in and kick it for you. Book we betrel send your bit to me use systems Ghana ha. Now they are setting up emergency fund no. Book we betrel send your best setting up an insurance policy. Ya na Ghana for be brain no omum believe in insurance policies. Now so book we the companies, government approved companies omo numbers any bibia beto or atrel insurance policy was say or select aboejuma e track record. Now sa insurance policy no endowment fund. Obianka say kokonya accident, but you need to protect yourself in a sense that ejuma wo ye no okokonya accident ana boni bi kokoto na untumi nye ejuma krana e was insurance policy no it take care of you and your family. Book we better how to set that thing up e Ghana here. Book we better send you to me I start a personal pension fund e ya na nkrofo bebre omo be ko pension wi a e ya no mo ko ekrase because omusika sem enye. Now udi book we yechi numbers ebe ma companies ebe ma na we fresh our companies no more treasure nsem ni so treasure no more treasure sika we say o de to fund demo every single month obe ko pension no na wada ne millionaire so unye millionaire krana obe ko pension no na wada ne millionaire uni how o man be da ne bed na ntu obi aso. Now the last part no and it's a book we bet show how to invest in the Ghanaian stock exchange. Osikeni bia bet show say if you really want to build wealth you have to use the stock exchange. Now, Ghana Stock Exchange, one of the best performing stock exchanges in the world currently. Now, se me pese me tretre stock exchange ni mu show. Now, what ya siye ya? Me assure se wa wutie me no, ebia one fan yogurt pen. Ebia na one Guinness pen. Se one fan yogurt and one Guinness da krana. Me assure se Unilever, we use omo product be pen. Se one use be da krana. Me assure se we the chocolate da. Se one the chocolate da krana. Me assure se at least we use ebia Ghana Commercial Bank. We use Ebia Eco Bank and Access Bank. Now all these companies, they are listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. if you invest in them, it means say we are part owner of those companies. Into companies we a bit to say MTN every time omu make sika because Ghana for air talk credits, Ghana for air year bundle. Into at the end of the year no, MTN for omo share sika na omu make ya. Omo share omo ye owners and omo invest in MTN no mo ache sika no na bia eden ababe so. Into obi biara wa invest in MTN shares bia no ubedi adanse se nanse ya 10th April MTN for tua oka ade bia efe ne dividends. Na dividends no it came as a result of you being a shareholder of MTN. Book we betrel how to invest in those things. Na eno no ebetumi adane o passive income. Wonim say nkrofo use MTN but every year bia no MTN betua oka. A lot of people don't know this. This book is going to teach you all those things. Na say bia one person will be invest in just one company krana ye wade bia ye friend no mutual fund, equity mutual fund. Book we better how to use equity mutual funds. Ebe ma mutual funds no the best equity mutual fund they were Ghana ha. Omo numbers. Na tre se wa frɛ omo no wetumi set yourself up. Se wo tie me na wo ba me hrew e wo se wo setting it up with sa book we. To book we ema wadanfo. To book we ema wo ho. Se wo pe book ni bi ato a number na eda eye book ne so no 055-807-4986. Fresh a number no. Ofra book no version ebe boa no ye de be ma. Oye Ghana ni na wa brochure. Now open book ne hard copy a eno ane so be call Amazon. Now I search for the Ghanaian investor. Eba na wato oto a ye be ship book no e de abrew. Montre mo adwo comment box ni mo.